DJ, what was your DJ name?
DJ?
Man?
Comfy.
DJ Comfy.
DJ Comfy.
Oh, y'all want me to throw a spin on there?
Yeah, spin it, Comfy.
This moment they all been waiting for, Playboy.
Right.
Okay, we here now.
Like you're gonna go in.
Now for sure.
Your boy. Yeah.
Let's get into it.
Yeah, the sounds you're hearing right now are the sounds of the Can't Tell Us Nothing show. Thank you for tuning in, everybody. You're joined by us, Can't Tell Us Nothing, a Houston Improv Group. What is this show? What's the Can't Tell Us Nothing show? We take opinions, discussions, topics, turn into improv scenes, right on the spot. What is improv? It's a deep well. But all you need to know is that we're going to be making this stuff up as we go. And sometimes we'll drop out, apparently. No. So you're joined by J. Myles, John. You're joined by Amechi.
Hey.
You're joined by myself, Antoine, and Tandi when she returns.
I'm gonna change my name to DJ Comfy.
DJ Comfy. And we're streaming live. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube.
That's
right?
why I'm going live, y'all. You just never know what might happen.
You never know. That's
how I might mess up the technology. Hey, Tandi here. Hey, I heard the intro. Sorry.
Thank you for joining, Tandi. And thank you anyone who's watching right now. I can't see. I don't have the visibility. I don't know, John. But Facebook and YouTube, right? It's where we're streaming.
Yes, Facebook and YouTube. So what up, Facebook? What up, YouTube? What up, peoples? We in the building.
Feel free to leave comments. We'll read them as we go. You never know how it'll impact what we do. But before we get too far into it, we were discussing Chicken Joe Clark improv.
Yes.
Yeah. I like it.
Throwing out suggestions.
First circus experience.
Actually,
I like that.
Before we get into it,
I thought that was his name. I was like, that's a long Chicken Joe Clark. Your first improv experience.
I think that's my boy's brother. That's one of my friend's brother. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He's a writer.
You guys ever been to a circus?
I have. Yeah. I was terrified of it the first time I went. I don't like clowns.
Why not?
Because they don't look human. They look weird. And they have white faces with overly drawn red lips and weird textured hair. I can't figure them out, man. I never really liked clowns, man. I never liked them. So my circus experience was messed up by the clowns. But I did like to see like them playing with tigers and stuff. That was awesome.
Yeah. I think I've been to maybe one when I was real young. And I think it was your kind of what you expect, see like an elephant stand on a little thing and some guys swing from a trapeze, the usual.
Do you remember if you experienced any feelings of wonderment of, wow, this is unusual or this is special?
I think there were some times where I was like, oh.
Can you imagine kid Antoine? Oh, that's interesting.
How did they get that?
How does he do that?
Let me ask you something real quick. But what about you? What about you, Amechi, Tandi? You been?
No, I haven't. I've never had a chance to go.
Missing out.
What about Cirque du Soleil?
I would go to that, but I've never taken the opportunities, I guess.
All right, well, Chicken Joe Clark, if you want to send Amechi to the circus, feel free. He is ready and willing.
I heard those what is it? Cirque du Soleil. Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. I heard was like the premier show to go to, and I would go see that.
I saw it in Mexico, in Cancun. Fire. It was a fire show with a fire meal. It was a meal and the circus performance. Yes, and it was a storybook theme. So the meal was storybook themed. Like they brought it to you, and it looked like a book or something, and you opened it up, and then there was the food. underneath. Oh, it was a big production. Heck yeah.
You always take a very interesting trips.
Huh?
You always take some very interesting trips. We need to start having you do travel commercials.
That's how you flex on. That's how you flex. I don't have no money. I don't have no property, but I got some trips.
Yeah.
I was just talking about that with my brother this afternoon. I was like, see, you think that you haven't done anything, because we found some earrings that he bought from India, and he was like, yeah, I did that, and it cost me this much. I was like, that's how you flex on the people, right? Everybody's like, oh, I got this what's that trash car that everybody loves? This is just a trash car. The Range Rover. I got this Range, and I got this, I got that. And I was like,
trash car.
I was
not thinking of Range Rover.
You know, they never get good reviews. Now I'm not sure if it's the Range.
No, they don't.
They trash cars, but people love those cars. That is an undying love I will never understand. But people have those things and they think that's the flex. But I was like, but then you hit them with that. Hey, Tandi, have you ever had saffron? The best saffron I've ever had was in Zanzibar. I went there and I went to the spice market. That's how you flex in my world, in my mind, right? I don't care about your property. What'd you see? Where'd you go? How big is your world?
We cut to a guy trying to get money from a bank. Excuse me, Mr. Antoine. It says that you have overdrawn your balance here, and we will not be able to give you any money.
You're a bank, aren't you?
Absolutely. Money. Yes. We have a lot of money. We have multiple accounts that store and invest a lot of cash into the market. You, Antoine, what is that? Jackson? Antoine Jackson?
Jackson.
You have negative money. So you actually owe us money.
Well, let me tell you, I may not be rich in currency, but I am rich in experience. I've been around the world. And here's what I can do. Here's what I can do for you, man. John Jacobson.
Yep. He's black and Irish. I'm half black, half Irish.
I can send you home to the motherland through your mind. The Irish motherland, because I've been there. I've been to Northern Ireland. I've been to Belfast. I can tell you stories.
I was going to say I was just getting back from Africa, so you would have lost me on that one. But Ireland, I've never been to.
You've never been to. I can tell you stories, and that's worth more than the plane ticket.
Okay. Let me see what I can do. Let me talk to my assistant manager, the branch manager, and see what they say about using your travel experience as collateral for more money. Excuse me, Miss Ducksworth.
Yes. Come on in. What do you need?
So we have a pretty broke patron out there who is looking to withdraw some money from.
Go ahead, give me his name. Let me look him up. Let me pull him up on the system.
Antoine L. Jackson.
Oh yeah, with the minus balance, the negative balance. I got him right here.
Yeah.
Hurry up and do away with him. We don't want his constant.
Well, I was going to do that. I was going to have him bounced out on his neck. But he told me that he could take me back to the motherland, the Irish motherland. And we had lunch a couple of days ago, and I was telling you about how beautiful it looked on Google when we were looking at Ireland's mountains.
Wait a minute. He's been to Ireland?
That's what he said.
Do you know where exactly?
He said he's been all over
over. Did he say Belfast? Because if you said Belfast, and we got
that was one.
He's been to Belfast.
Yes.
Get out of the way. Get out of the way.
Wait.
Hey, hi. Yes.
Oh, hello. Hey,
Mr. Jackson. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm just
you're just standing here. No. We need to move you over to the exclusive section. Come, please have a seat. I'll take care of you face to face. Get out of the way, Jacobson.
Oh, this is a very different experience.
Yes. Would you like something to drink? We have Perrier and got some. There you go. Pour that up for him.
Well, I would say that the best tasting water I've had were from the mountains of Northern Ireland. You go up to the mountains and find a nice small waterfall. You can fill a glass right there. You just taste all the minerals. It's very rich.
Sounds absolutely.
But I'll take some Perrier.
Thank you. I'm pulling up your account here. Oh, seems like we've made a huge mistake. It says that you have a negative balance. No, 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 no. That will never do. Not for anyone who's been to Belfast and tasted of the rich mountain waters of Northern Ireland.
Yes, I'd like to deposit one story of riding my bike around the town of Belfast if I can. Just make a quick deposit.
I was giving you the 10,000 on the Belfast alone, but if you give me that bike riding story, that's certainly good for another 5.
And scene. Wow.
That's how you flex. That's what they keep in those like gold boxes in the safe. It's a bunch of like postcards and pictures from like vacations.
That's it. And stories. Yeah. That was my philosophy. I was like, I can have debt, I can have all kinds of or not have stuff, but I'll have these memories and nobody can take them. So all I have is like an education and memories and some kids, but I guess CPS could potentially, but that bond is really never broken. But I mean, that's all you got. All you got.
Yeah, that's all you got, man.
I feel and show. No. But,
and that's the message.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Contessa. She said that was a pretty accurate of Belfast. Bikes. There are hills.
Have you been?
I have actually been to Belfast.
Yes.
Awesome.
Flex on them.
Awesome.
Flex.
Awesome.
It was just real short. The situation. It was I had coworkers who were. We had an office in Belfast at my last job, and me and some coworkers were going to go to Oktoberfest, and so we flew into Ireland, took a bus to Northern Ireland, Belfast, met up with them, hung out with them for like a day, and then the next day we went back to Ireland, flew to Germany. Good times.
That's how you flex. You put another country in on that story. You're a man. That's how you do it.
You just one night stand another country, right? Another part of the country.
Do it. It's fun.
Technically 2 countries.
Technically,
Northern Ireland.
Technically 2 countries. One night stand. Menage a trois with the country.
3 countries, one night. Lisa H. Beckman says, "Did you drink mineral water?" I don't recall drinking mineral water, but I do recall drinking a thing called Buckfast. Not a whole bottle of it, but it's sort of like Four Loko over there. It's like caffeinated, fortified wine.
Caffeinated wine. Interesting. It's never made it over to the States. I've never heard of caffeinated wine. Yeah,
I believe it's called Buckfast.
Yeah, Bloodfast. That sounds cool.
I like the name. Oh, and I love the idea of one night standing a country. Like you just like I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Not a long time.
Not a long time. I'll be moving on.
Yeah. Vegas is like the only city I ever thought, like in my mind, once I went, I could do a one night stand in that city. Like not like sexually, obviously. My wife. I mean, like one night stand in a city.
Yeah, just
one night stand in certain cities.
I'm only it's not a one night stand in any other part of the world except for that.
Except for Vegas.
Yeah.
Vegas will wear you out for sure if you're there for long enough. It's just exhausting.
So you just gotta do one. It's best to do one.
Yes, it's Vegas is like the chick that's dancing at the club all night. You don't only want to dance with her one time and you go back. If you get caught all night, it's on. It's over. You're gonna get caught up in a whirlwind and probably left by yourself, I guess. But I do like Vegas, man. Hopefully, when things go back up, we should do a show out there. I want to go out there, see Ton take Vegas. I don't know what we'll do out there. Have a improv hangover night. I don't know. I don't even drink, but
there's got to be improv there.
I know
everything else.
There must be,
And there's comedy. There's definitely comedy.
Comedy for sure.
Go see Usher. He's in Vegas, or is he doing a residency in Vegas?
He has a residency.
Has he reached that point of his career? Is he on the way out? It's like
I don't know. I don't know. Usher's.
Oh,
Yeah,
residency. I don't know. Does he merit I mean, he's got enough music, right?
Oh,
he's got enough music.
There's a big hit collection.
But is he? I mean, does he merit like? Oh my gosh, we saw Usher. I know he's a good performer, but I've never heard anybody like go just gush about having gone to an Usher show.
Gush about Usher.
Like, oh my gosh, Usher. I've never heard that.
I wonder why that is, because like,
have you ever heard it? Have you ever heard anybody?
I can't say I haven't. I've known that he was a good performer, so I'm assuming. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know anybody personally who's been to a concert, at least not within the last 10 years. No.
Yeah. How about any of y'all? Tom.
I don't recall anyone going to an Usher concert in my life.
And I know all of his music. I know people, but I don't know anybody. Anybody out there in the audience, anybody been to an Usher show?
That's what you've been to an Usher concert?
Yeah, anybody watching, let us know if you've been to an Usher concert and tell us what your experience was.
We're now on the search for anyone who's been to an Usher concert. If you see somebody,
nope. That's going to tell us when she goes.
Yeah, man.
Lisa.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. That's we need to investigate that. That's unusual.
It is, or maybe we're unusual. Maybe like there's a whole like iceberg of people who know, and we just aren't on that iceberg. You know, if you get my metaphor, you get my metaphor, Antoine.
Hey, you want to be on the iceberg? Everybody knows that.
But I'll say this. I've watched two people I've watched do concerts from the television medium. And I think if you have a shitty concert in television, like then your live concert is probably going to be even more shittier, because television, you can edit and cut different angles and pan it. So if you have a bad one, it's bad. And I saw Trey Songz have a terrible concert on television. And I saw Rihanna. I've never liked any of the performances I've ever seen Rihanna do live on television.
You like her studio?
Oh, I love her albums. You know, even dig the little bad girl ego she got, right? Hey, fam.
Hey, Simone.
Ask Simone.
That's right. She goes to all the concerts. Oh my goodness.
She got it. Ask Simone.
She goes, Simone, have you ever been to an Usher concert? I don't know if you've been listening, but we're just trying to figure out if we know anybody who's been to an Usher concert. She's always at the concert, always live streaming. And her husband falls asleep at him. She calls him the nap gangster. And
that's
so
cold.
she's like, the nap gangster.
Why buy a ticket to a concert and fall asleep inside?
I respect that man because he's supporting his wife. I'm sure she's the one like, I got these tickets. I got these tickets to this show. And
wait.
Like,
so she hasn't.
No,
yeah. I think it goes to show maybe no one has ever been to an Usher concert. We're finding out.
Well, he has a residency, so somebody's going to be going, and we may. But
we don't know that for sure.
We don't know for sure. We got to bank on Contessa. Contessa has to send us.
we cut to Usher and his manager. All right, now Usher Baisley. I know you go by Usher Raymond, but we're just gonna, I'm using your real name back here, Usher Baisley. Listen, you're gonna go out there and you're gonna shine. It took me a long time to get this concert set up. The promoter was really not willing. I had to show her a lot of videos, and she kept asking for stuff about your live shows. I didn't have anything to show her, so she did this on a wing and a prayer. So you got to go out there. You got to wow them.
Are the people out there?
Oh, yeah. Now, the people are out there. Now, listen, let me just say this. It's a daycare, okay? You starting your audience. Your audience is the 4-year-old class and some of the advanced 3-year-olds, okay? That's your audience. They're out there. They've had a nap. They're gonna do snack. Yeah. Oh, hold on. Yeah. Hello. Yes. Hello.
Excuse me. I was sent here by the promoter to tell you that if we don't hurry up and get Usher out here, we're gonna have to put the kids down for nap time.
Okay. All right.
And
Got it.
And that means half the fee. We're gonna pay him half the fee.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Just letting you know.
All right. Yeah. Oh, thanks a lot.
Andy, I don't like this. I don't like this. I'm big time. Why am I performing for these kids? My songs are older than all of them.
No, that's a
nice and slow.
It's wonderful. It's a wonderful opportunity to build new fans. Okay, Usher. We don't have a lot of fans who come to shows who listen to your music, right? So we missed out on the opportunity to lock them into the concert set. And that's what we're doing.
Scared. Everybody I've ever performed in front of has got amnesia the next day. Something horrible happens and they forget about it entirely. My music only lives for people through CDs and music videos.
You know, when you got me to be your manager, I thought you were just using colorful language. Are you telling me the story again?
You never heard me perform.
I've never seen.
That's wrong. You just got amnesia the next day.
What?
Yes. You'd either have a concussion or you would drink something weird and you would forget. I think I'm cursed, Tandi, and I don't want to do that to these kids.
Usher.
I think we should just play a CD and put
this daycare has fronted $35,000 for a 30-minute show out there. All right.
What are they trying to do?
The circus fell through. They were supposed to have a kiddie circus out here, and something happened with the horses, and they couldn't bring the little ponies in here. So they're like, "We have this money. We got to do something."
Usher's the backup.
Hey, I try to get shows that I can get. I'm just here to promote you. Just look, I already cashed some of the money. I cashed some of the check. I bought some tickets. I'm gonna go to Ireland after this. Go check into my roots. But listen, that's not the point. Get out there, do the show. It's gonna be great. Kids are gonna love you. They're gonna remember it. All right, let's go.
So he goes out there. Usher performs all of his greatest hits. Infection, something about burning it down. I don't. And the kids go home, and the parents are talking to the kids the next day about the day at school.
Hey, Joey, how was school yesterday? You look kind of tired.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember going to school, taking a nap, and then blank. Everything is blank. I don't remember anything after that.
What do you mean everything's blank? I'm paying a lot of money for you to go to this school for you to keep not remembering what you're doing.
Yeah, but there was just something about yesterday where, I just don't remember anything that happened after I got there. I just remember waking up at home and being like, my ears were ringing a little bit, like I'd been at a concert or something. But that was it. I don't remember what happened.
They had a song playing in your head. You were humming while you were asleep. We tried to knock on the door to get you to quiet down.
Oh yeah, how did it go? How did it go?
There's something about burning something down and
what?
And confessing to something, man. I don't know if you need to tell me something.
No, I'm a very peaceful kid, Dad. I wouldn't burn anything down.
I don't know what was going on there. There was a door in between what I was hearing. I just feel a little worried, son. We spent a lot of money to send you to this school. They charged us an extra $5,000 a parent just because they want to put on this circus. And I haven't heard you say anything about this circus.
I don't remember a circus at all. Yeah.
You don't remember a circus? You wouldn't remember a lion or an elephant? Okay, man. Maybe I need to talk to your mother and go down to this school and see what's going on, because that's a lot of money. I mean, $5,000 for a circus that you don't even remember? Mm-hmm. Jesus, man. Well, I don't think you're a criminal, kid. I heard you singing something about burning, but I'm just going to keep my eye on you and just have fun at school, okay?
Okay. We cut to the school. Mr. Jones, Bring your mop, Mr. Jones. Mr. Jones, please bring your mop. Mr. Jones.
Mr. Jones.
Yeah. Give Mr. Jones. Come on, Mr. Jones. Thank you.
Oh,
bring your mop.
Yes.
No. What's going on with you? What's wrong?
Tired, man. I'm so sleepy, man. You know, I was cleaning up the day yesterday, and I guess I just lost my train of thought for about 18 hours. I don't remember where I was going.
I was wondering why you were sitting in your car in the front of the school this morning when I pulled up.
I don't remember coming in and leaving yesterday. Did I sleep in this car? That's why I didn't respond to you. I was trying to figure out if I was alive or not.
You know,
the whole thing is bizarre.
I'm getting a lot of calls from parents. Lots of stuff. I don't know what happened. I was out, but there was supposed to be a circus here. I understood that they had to reschedule, but what did they reschedule to? I don't even know what happened, what they did.
I don't know what it was, but it was a whole lot of marks on the cafeteria floor, like somebody's been scuffing it with hard bottom shoes, and I was kind of pissed off because, you know, we have a rule about scuffing up them damn floors now. I might have forgot where I came from, but now I gotta stay all night scuffing up these damn
and polish the floor. Well, I've been trying to find the security video recordings to try to, you know, put it together, piece it together, and figure out exactly what happened.
Yeah. Maybe you should go talk to Albert. You know, he's the one that installed that new security system.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, Albert.
Yeah.
Hey, Albert. Great. Oh gosh, thank you. Hey, listen. I don't know what happened here yesterday. Nobody remembers anything. We're supposed to have a circus. I'm getting plenty of complaints from the parents. I need you to get the security footage, the video from yesterday.
Okay. I was worried about this. Because I've been looking at this all day. There was a whole blank section the entire afternoon in the video footage. I've never seen anything like it. I think we got hacked or something. I remember being here. I don't remember what I was doing in the afternoon. I think someone drugged me or something. I don't know. All I know is that I want to go buy an Usher CD. I don't know why. I haven't bought an Usher CD ever, but I really want to hear You Don't Have to Call. And sing.
That's how it goes, man.
So the other chance we warm into an Usher show, we just don't remember, right?
I mean, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Statistically, someone on this, someone listening to this or in this room should have been the one.
Or if you ever go to a place and you see a lot of scuff marks on the floor, maybe Usher's been there.
Traces of Usher. My God, looks like Usher performed it.
Oh my God, he did an encore. Look at this.
Encore, Jesus Christ.
Oh gosh.
They won't be able to remember that week.
Hilarious.
Oh man. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
But anyway, we were talking about the types of people before we even started recording.
Yeah,
we're talking about learning something about someone we knew that changed our whole. I forget how we worded it, but it was like, when's the time that you learned something about someone that you thought you knew and that you just realized
you did not know them at all?
I'm gonna take a mild one. Shout out to my wife on this one. So I didn't know until like it was almost clinch time to like get married that I potentially didn't like the way it sounds when my wife chews her food. I'm just a person that sounds just bug me out, and I've learned to deal with it, and she's kind of learned to like, kind of have her thing. But I remember I never paid attention to that. I dated her all in college, you had
meals with her? You shared meals?
I had meals with her. Everybody remembers eating meals in the cafeteria.
Was it loud? It was loud.
Well, technically it was loud. It was
There was always a lot of background noise.
We never ate in a very fine, private meal. It's always around people. And something could drown it out, but I didn't notice until we were, like really knee deep in it, engaged, married. And I was just like, oh my God. Like I watched it for like days to see if it was one, first is like, oh, maybe she's doing this to bother me. Second day is like, maybe something's wrong. The third day, you're like, oh my God, man, like if you don't stop, like, I don't know how we're going to keep doing this. Right. And I felt bad for saying it, but it was something that I didn't have time. Like once I realized I got to deal with this, and I could have seen this, maybe 8 years ago, it changed me. But, I learned how to cope with it. Like at first, like if it got too bad, I would just like go in the other room, or I would like just stop eating. Like I can't eat if I'm annoyed or stressed out.
You can't eat.
I like to enjoy my food and the taste that stress and annoying gives me. In my it fucks my taste buds up. Stress does.
So Contessa asks, so no mukbang? Are you familiar with mukbang videos?
Mukbang videos? No, I'm not.
Yeah, these are videos of people. Tandi is apparently.
Oh yeah,
pretty familiar. These are videos of people eating a meal like on camera, and you just people watch that.
Yeah, but it's usually crawfish. Shellfish. So you gotta suck and get get messy with and make a whole lot of noise with.
And my wife eats crawfish. That's like her favorite thing is crawfish season, and I hate it. Like I'm just like, and she's like, quit looking at my food like that. I'm sorry. It's in my DNA. I don't know. I don't like it. So that was my thing when I found out about my wife. But we're still together, so
that's good. But stress, how does stress impact your meal? What happens when you taste stress?
It ruins the meal. Like it coats the flavor. I just don't have like my appetite. I lose my appetite. And if I'm really stressed out, I'll go a whole day without eating. I'll drink water. I could drink water. I could drink, something. But if it's like I can't do anything heavy, it messes me up. So I usually like to be in a good mood when I'm eating. Like a good meal. Like if it's like a hamburger, like from McDonald's, I don't care. Like I'll take a bite or two about that. But like if you were like, oh man, I made this nice meal for you, and and I'm stressed out, I won't eat until I'm like in a good mood to try it. Yeah, could be a mental thing, but it's something I've always done. So, but yeah, found out something about my wife and then changed the way I eat. Yeah, I remember seeing a commercial for it too. It's called it's a condition. It's like people that I'm self-diagnosing, but I remember seeing a commercial that had what's the guy from Danny Glover. It was a commercial with Danny Glover, and he was crying and laughing. It was like a weird commercial.
Oh yeah.
But he was talking about people that like have like responses from things they can't control, right? Like, and that's one of them. Like I can't. Clicking on the bowl freaks me out.
Like the spoon hitting the
bowl. Like I eat cereal. I try to eat cereal like a ninja, but but I'm sure I'm loud too, right? Because I don't even like hearing it out of my bowl, But apparently, like I eat it how I think ninjas would have ate Frosted Flakes if they were like trying to be stealthy,
and not make any noise.
Which is like
we cut to a fancy restaurant where a man and a woman are enjoying their wonderful anniversary dinner, and then a third person walks up to the table. Excuse me. Hello.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
Hi. Hi. I see you're enjoying your anniversary dinner. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But I've noticed that the way you're eating, this is going to really upset. You're really going to upset each other really soon. Your technique is way off. It's not compatible. Your form, sir. Your form is your soup form is real bad. This isn't going to last. I'm just saying. I don't want you guys to get too invested in this marriage.
We've been together for 5 years. What do you mean to invest?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 kids together.
Yeah, we've made it this far. I think we're pretty much locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, what does her eating her Brussels sprouts have to do with this relationship, man?
Right.
Yeah, it's just I'm a marriage coach. I'm trained to look. Oh, see, there it is, right there. See, you heard it, sir.
I don't hear nothing, man. All I hear is my beautiful ass girl sitting right there eating this expensive meal that I paid for, and you over here blowing it up, man. Are you cock blocking or something?
No, I'm just saying that this. Wow, this is. You really gotta hear this.
Spit it out, sir. I gave you a chance to respond.
Oh my God, she's so loud. I can't you can't hear this right now. You will hear it though, and it's gonna ruin this marriage. It's gonna sink this marriage.
Well, I think I'll take my chances with this fine woman right here. You don't even know me. You don't know her. And we don't know you, man.
And what's wrong with his soup form? I make soup at least once a month. I don't have an issue with him eating soup. What's going on with his soup form?
It's all over the place. His elbows like flying up and down. His lips moving in weird ways.
But do you hear the bowl? Do you hear the spoon hitting the side of the bowl? Do you hear that? No, you don't hear it. He hits the table. He beats the table. You see that? He does that. But the spoon doesn't hit the bowl because that is a big pet peeve of mine.
Okay. I mean, I think it does hit the bowl. You just can't hear it over the rest of the sounds. But you know, I'm trying to help here. You know, I'm a food coach. I can really help you guys kind of eliminate your bad technique and make this
wait a second. You're a food coach. You're telling me that you can coach us in saving a marriage by the way we eat our food?
Yeah.
Well, even if our marriage isn't in trouble, can you strengthen it and make it better so that we make sure that we're together forever? Because that's the goal.
Okay. Yeah.
And 1 order of crawfish. Here you go.
Ooh, it's time.
Oh no. This is even more difficult than I thought. You guys are gonna eat this right now.
Well, no. I'm not gonna eat them. She's gonna eat the crawfish. Yeah. I'm gonna suck on the corn.
Yeah.
That's all.
He doesn't like the crawfish. Yeah,
I don't like.
But it's all. It's all about the sucking. Oh my gosh, these are so good.
And I got this new technique of how I eat so it don't get stuck in my teeth, and I don't want to have to be,
so
corn out of my teeth while I eat.
You two aren't bothering each other right now?
You guys what's about, man? This is a beautiful thing. This is beautiful.
Perfect.
Everybody else in here is staring at you guys. You're ruining like 15 other meals.
I feel like they hating. I've been feeling a lot of hating eyes around here. Just why they got to look at us? We didn't come in here looking at y'all.
And how you know they're not looking at us? It's celebrating 5 years of marriage. We have a tight bond. Nothing breaks us up.
I'm
sorry, I got it.
You cut
to the mukbang.
Cut to the couple in the car. They don't fight about food. They fight about something else minuscule.
Yeah.
It's not the food. You think it's the thing that you see
up.
Let me out right now.
I can't breathe in this car.
Yeah, they don't fight over the things that are actually annoying that they do. They fight about crazy, right?
Oh gosh. Let me see. Do I have anybody?
Yeah, I was trying to think. I feel like
everybody does.
I'm sure
if you're a human and you lived in this country, you met somebody that's like, nah, you thought they were. And it doesn't have to be like it could have been a coach, it could have been a teacher.
I know, I'm trying to think of like somebody and we're like, what? He does what? And they did what? Oh gosh. Ooh. Oh, Lisa Beckman says she's got one. Lisa. Share.
Share one. I can name like a lot of people. A whole lot of people I didn't know was aren't your parents like the first people you meet and you're like, oh, you're completely different than I thought you were once you become an adult. Yeah. Did anyone else have that feeling?
I mean, I think you reinvent your parents multiple times as you grow up. Like you're young and they're superheroes, and then you reach your teenagers and they don't know anything, and then you reach your adult and you're like, oh no, they're really wise. They need help with some other stuff, but they've been through a lot, and like you just you constantly reevaluate this person.
Yes, through the different stages. You're absolutely right. Oh, let's see. Or when you're like they don't tell you stories about yourself, and then like your grandparents will say, "Oh, your mom, she stole my car when she was 16," and she, and you're like, "What? Not the lady with the strict curfew? I can't even come in." What do you mean?
My mama won't even let me sit in her driver's seat. She stole your car.
It did make me think a little bit. This is not quite it, but I think about hoarders, right? And like I had a cousin who she would not let anyone into her room because apparently she has a lot of boxes and everything she bought. And it's one of those things where it's like it's like a tip of the iceberg sort of thing. Like, oh, you think no, they're your cousin, they're no, but then all of a sudden they have this room and you can't go in. And if they ever need to come out of the room, it takes them a while because they got to navigate through all the boxes. You're like, that's too many boxes. Get rid of some stuff. And then next week you see that they went shopping. And you're like, why'd you go shopping? You already. It just changes. It changes how you look at the person, like everything that they do.
Absolutely. You're definitely way more perceptive as you get older and see stuff.
Let's see. Lisa's sharing a story here. She had a friend in high school. They were fencing friends. We've all had fencing friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He lived in New York. She lived in Colorado. They went to college, went to Columbia. She went to Temple. She knew him as Jerry. Turned out to be the kid on Stand By Me.
Yeah.
Jerry O'Connell. I've actually never seen the movie.
Is that the guy?
Which one?
Is that also the guy that played in the Roach movie? Is that him? No, Kangaroo Jack. Stand By Me, Kangaroo Jack, Scream 2.
I did see Kangaroo Jack.
Scream 2, Sliders, Jerry Maguire.
This is the guy.
Oh, that guy.
Joe's apartment.
Joe's apartment. Yeah. Okay, I know you're talking about.
Jerry
O'Connell. Yeah. Oh, wow. And just how did you not know he was famous? I mean, did you know him at the time?
Well, she probably didn't know he was like an actor. Like if they were fencing friends,
Yeah, this is from high school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, got it. Okay.
Oh, well, I was going to say the guy you told us about at graduation. The guy that you told us about, the guy who made a movie.
Okay. Oh, let me after you found out. Oh, got it. Yeah. Okay, did that one.
After she found out. Yeah.
What about like people who had, like when you were little, it was much bigger then because people didn't do it as much as they do it now, but like women who wore wigs and like you saw them without the wig somewhere and you'd always seen them with the wig or teeth. Like our neighbor was our neighbor when I was little went to the hospital. They owned a restaurant and all this stuff, right? And so my parents were they're big on visiting people in the hospital when you get sick. They like to make that journey. And they're like, oh, we need to go visit her in the hospital. And we went and she wasn't expecting us. So she was there without her wig on and her teeth were out. And, we knocked on the door and came in and she ran and put all the stuff in. And I remember when we left, my daddy was like, I never saw her without her teeth before. And I was like, you wouldn't. we just went into her poor private room and she didn't even get a chance to prepare to know you were coming.
Yeah, that would horrify me. Always give, especially women, time to get ready. Do not bust in on them.
Yeah, 100.
They need
words of wisdom.
Give women.
Should have been one of the 10 commandments. Never busting on a woman.
Well, Lisa, if you want to get Jerry O'Connell to come on the show, we'll talk about your fencing days. Carol asks, "What's fence? Fencing, if I'm not mistaken, is the sword and the pad and the face mask, right? Like the rapier and on guard. Like that's fencing.
Yeah, that would be a cool sport to do as well too.
What is that? How do you fall into that one? Somebody's got to surely introduce you to that. You never look at anything and it's like, I just want to get out and I just want to poke somebody and try to poke at them and repeatedly try to poke. Oh, I want to do that.
I don't want to splash or anything. I just want to poke. Right?
That's definitely a sport you get recruited for. Be like, hey, you guys want to learn about fencing? Nobody's just out there like, how do I stab somebody? But it's a sport, and it works out. And I can even go to the Olympics just stabbing at somebody.
Stabbing the heck out of people. She started in elementary school.
Elementary school? Who gave elementary students?
Well, think about this. If you have a kid that's out like taking pencils and like shoving them in kids' backs or something, you go, hey, kid, you realize there's a whole path you can go on and make something out of this.
We cut to John giving a kid this very speech.
Let's see that scene.
Listen, that was extremely brutal. You throwing that pencil in that kid's eye, man. That was brutal. Do you understand that?
I don't know, I guess, but I just really want to poke something, right? I want to poke something soft. I find it's a lot of fun to do. I'm sorry. I don't know. I guess I'm just messed up.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up, all right?
I'm going to be nothing.
No, that's not true, man. Listen, nobody followed you in the room, right?
I don't know. If they did, I would have poked them.
Well, listen, I'm the coach of this secret fence team. Yeah, we didn't have the budget for it here at school, so I kept going. With my own money, I'm funding it. And we're going around other schools, poking them. And
it's a secret fence team? Well, what is fencing? I don't know what that is.
You don't know what that is? Well, let me show you something here. You take this long thing right here.
Oh, what's that?
This is a secret. I can't talk about it. We're still on campus grounds, right? I don't know if you got a wire on. This is all that you need to know is that there's an actual path that you can go on where poking, you get points.
This is the more really weird.
It's not as weird as you think it is, man. Listen, everyone's going to have a mask. You put a mask on. You wear a bunch of white. And people stand around and we make really weird noises when you poke each other.
I think I need to ask my parents if I can.
Don't talk to your parents. Don't mention it to your parents. If you want to come, think about it. And come to the equipment room right under the stadium, 8:00. And make sure no one follows you. Wear all white.
We cut to Antoine's parents at home. So yeah, Antoine came and he told me that the fencing coach approached him. He wants to get him on the team, but I know how you feel about fencing, and I don't want you to hold him back. I want you to let him explore this sport.
I was a fencer when I was young.
I know. That's why I hesitated to bring this to you.
Yeah, but he's finally shown interest in something.
Well, the teacher. Antoine said the teacher says he has real talent. He said he hadn't seen any undiscovered talent like that in about the last 10 years. There's something about what he was doing with the pencil, and he just knew.
Okay. He gets it from me. I get it.
Okay, but let's.
It's a natural talent that you pass down from generation to generation.
Yes,
so it's just his turn to.
It is, and I don't want you to try to squash it, okay? Because I know you're disappointed. You're not.
No, I think this is great. You know what? I'm gonna take him to his fencing matches.
Oh, great! Yeah. Oh, great!
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be so excited.
And maybe I can compete again. Who knows? I don't know. And I'm a little bit older than some of the other kids.
You're too old. You You can. After that loss, you said you would never fence again. That was it for you.
We cut to Antoine and his dad in the car outside of the shady place that they're conducting this tournament. Wait, so Dad, you're saying that you want to wear my mask and go in there and want me to wait in the car?
Yeah, like who's gonna be able to tell? I got a mask on.
I don't know. I'm 9. You're a grown man. You're a little bit bigger than me.
Yeah, a little bit, but
also they're kids. This is an elementary school circuit. Shouldn't she be competing in like something for the grown-ups?
I could do that, but this is gonna be so easy for me. I'm gonna win I got a longer reach. I'm gonna win every single match. And then I'll run back out here. I'll give you the mask. You go in there, and we'll pretend it was you the whole time. How about that?
We cut to Amechi meeting up with the mask on, meeting up with the coach.
All right. We're going to talk about this recent growth spurt here in a minute. But I'm proud of you. I'm really proud that you showed up, kid.
All right, yeah.
I'm really proud. All right. So look, this weapon that you're holding here is a saber, and you're going to take this saber and you're going to poke that competitor standing right over there on the other side of the mountain. All right. That's all you got to do. Exactly what I saw you do with the pencil when you stabbed the kid in the eyeball. And
I did what?
You remember when you stabbed the kid in the eyeball, and I had to,
wow.
I had to pull you out of there so you wouldn't get suspended. That's why I got you here, man. This is
wow, I stabbed the kid in the eyeball?
Yeah, what did you lose your memory during your growth spurt?
Sorry, I went to Archie recently.
And there we go. Woke up and I found these Usher tickets in my pocket.
Usher's next album is going to be called Amnesia by Usher.
It should be.
John, I want to go to the next portion of the show, next section, the whole section.
For sure.
You had a story you want to chat with us about.
Yeah, in the hold up section, I have a story. The story I've been thinking about all week. It's basically about the what they call Soho Karen Maya Ponsetto, the 22-year-old girl. And I wanted to bring it over to the Seatson Tribunal to have a conversation about it, maybe potentially even have a scene out of it. But long story short, she assaulted a 14-year-old kid. And what made me feel that we needed to Taylor Swift grab her mic was when she she shushed Gayle King.
Yes.
When Gayle was trying to get her to be accountable for what she did. So even if you don't know what she did, I think this clip coming up next is going to be pretty interesting to watch. So a second, I'll get this ready for y'all. Boom.
Yeah, when you mentioned this initially, I had to look it up because I was out of the loop on this one. But yeah, I think I've seen this.
Sure. All right. So this clip is from CBS. It's on YouTube for y'all that want to watch the full one.
Teenager about the phone, and then it turned out he didn't even have your phone.
Okay, so
that's the thing.
Do you want to get to that part?
You're saying, look,
because
I'm 2 years old, but you are old enough to know better.
Oh, no. The hotel did have my phone. The hotel did end up having my phone. I did get my belongings returned to me. So maybe it wasn't him, but at the same time, how is it so that as soon as I get asked to leave the premises after I had accused this person of stealing my phone, how is it that all of a sudden they just miraculously have my phone when I come back? And it didn't seem as if my accusations really bothered the son and the father because they were just enjoying a nice meal right after this whole encounter.
I mean,
I didn't see that part actually.
I mean, I had to go through a lot of clips because I wanted to find one that didn't edit it as much, because there was some that edited her and made her look very well. She looked bad regardless, but looked way worse. But that one, I wanted to find one where they actually had the full thing, and I just saw no resentment and no accountability. And my big reason for having this one on is obviously with the country stuff going on. I think there's a very clear connection that that kind of mindset, like somebody who could be dismissive about something they've literally did, is also the kind of same macrocosm that I would, in my opinion, happen at Capitol Hill, right? People who don't have accountability for the actions get caught up in their own whatever, have these types of situations. But to me, I'm like, Gayle King, she's just Gayle King. Gayle King should have like grabbed her hand, like, don't you grab me? I'm 5 times older than you, man.
But Contessa made a good point, because the interview wasn't in person, right?
It wasn't.
So you can. Most people are polite on Zoom. We've been using this medium for a little bit. Most people are polite on there, but I guess too, if you wanted to be rude, you're not even in the same room with somebody, so you could just really go ham. When you.
What I do love about Zoom is that if you're hosting it, you have the ability to mute people. So if you want to shut someone down, you just click a button. Look, I'm talking right now.
Boom.
No, you enough. I'm done. Holy crap. No, John, I agree. I think she has no sympathy for what occurred. She has no accountability. She's, in her opinion, what she did is what anybody would have done in that situation, which is, if you lose your phone, blame a 14-year-old black kid.
Yeah, there was a part later on in the video where Gayle's like, do you realize like he's 14 years old? And she's like, I'm 22 and I'm still have as much youthfulness in me as he does. And then they're calling him 14. Is that what they're saying he is? And I'm like, you are the discredited person right now. No one is gonna not believe the other people. You're the one. That's like my daughter, like my friend told me this when I first had my kid. He's like, you don't have to teach kids how to lie. That's one thing you don't have to teach them. It's not I'm not saying it's genetic, right? But I'm saying it's something they pretty much figure out. And one thing that they'll do when they're 3 years old is they'll deflect. Hey, did you spill that Kool-Aid? What? I didn't spill the Kool-Aid. It was that mean old counter that made that Kool-Aid fall down, right? Mm-hmm. That's exactly what this 22-year-old cousin said. Like, I didn't attack 14-year-old. I mean, is that what they're calling him? He looked 45 to me. It doesn't make the taste better, man. Like and
I feel like even though I think it's been commented on a lot, but I still have to mention the hat that she is wearing.
Yes, Lord.
What is like? I feel like that speaks to who she is, that she would wear a hat in this situation, right?
Now, side note, I thought if I wore the hat, it would be awesome. I do like the hat.
Yeah, it'd be like a label for you.
It'd be a label for me, right? Yeah. But for her to watch it, that was just weird, man. It's like weird.
Okay, well, I'm sorry. We cut. I had the scene already going on in my mind. We cut to a lawyer. No, I'm sorry. We cut to in the back of a courtroom. Okay, we paid a lot of money to get here, Amechi. We know your trial is going on now, right. And we know you need money for your legal fees. So your lawyer sold us the ability to come in, and we just have a piece of merchandise that we want you to wear for the last half of the trial. Okay, if you don't mind wearing, let me get it out of the bag. It's a hat. It just says "smile." And it just says the word "smile" on it. If you could wear this hat.
I wear this hat. All my legal fees are covered.
Yeah. We got your legal fees. We bought the rights because everybody's watching this trial. It's almost bigger than the OJ trial. All over the world, everybody's watching. And it was a high. We had to bid high to get this. A lot of people, they want the media attention. So we got this. We won, and we just want you to wear this hat that says "Smile." That's all it says. Just smile on there, and the court's okay with it. They don't usually allow hats, but they know you need the money for your legal fees.
Yeah. Who is this message for? I'm trying to figure out. Like, Smiles as somebody. We're trying to get this message out too.
Yes. All right, the court is back in session.
Oh, dang it! I'll put it on.
All right, we're resuming court. Thank you for the brief recess, everybody. This will be.
Rise. I'm sorry I was late. I'm sorry I was so late.
Yeah, no, I got a 4:30. I want to make sure it makes so. But as everyone has seen in the newspaper, this is the trial of the circus slasher. A gentleman who was cutting people's faces around the mouth area, breaking jaws. And I'm sorry, what's this piece of fashion you have on your head, sir? This is new?
Yes, it's just a hat. It says smile.
Do you know what you're on trial for, sir?
Yeah, I know.
Do you think this is some sort of
now I get it. I think I get it now. I think I get it.
Sir, you are accused of cutting up 37 people around the mouth area.
Right.
Do you not see,
No, I do. I totally see it.
Yeah, so maybe it's inappropriate for you to be wearing that hat right now.
I gotta keep it on though. I gotta keep it on. Sorry.
We cut to a couple watching the trial on TV.
Yeah.
Look, look the trial. Look, the slasher got this hat that says "Smile" on it.
I ain't been able to hear nothing with all of that smacking you doing over there. Damn, what you eating? Leather? Is it leather you got in your mouth? When did you start eating like you got leather in your mouth?
You used to love how I ate. We went out. We went to dinner, and our marriage was rock solid.
Food. I wasn't.
The door bust open. Aha! I knew I was gonna go up in flames.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
I've been watching YouTube because I knew this marriage was gonna fail. And now I'm here to teach you how to eat.
I mean, talk about timing, bro. I mean, you always pop up right in the middle of us having our relations, man.
Right.
Jeez.
It's insane. You deal with him. I'm gonna run upstairs. I keep hearing Timmy making a lot of noise. I gotta go check on him. I put him down the bed.
Please tell him to stop singing. Whatever he's singing.
What is that? I don't know what I have anymore.
What is that? I'm sure we love your music.
Oh, we love
you. We love you.
Yeah, of course. I'd love to go to a show. I'm just saying.
We're a statistical anomaly that we just discovered.
Now we know we got to go to Vegas. We have to have a show, and then we got to see Usher's show. Now we got to
see it in the universe. And we have to remember it, and then we have to do a podcast about what we remember.
Do you want to do Ask C-Ton before we go?
Yes, we're doing Ask C-Ton.
Yes.
Sure. So this one goes out to everyone listening, everyone in the comments. Thank you for watching. We want to give you a chance to ask us anything and get our take on something that's been on your mind lately. If you need some help on something, some tips, tricks, you got a bunch of geniuses on the call right now that will assist. So go ahead and put those questions in the chat, and we'll pick one. But yeah, that's while we wait for that. The Maya, what was her name? Maya?
Yeah, Maya Ponsetto.
I remember looking that up. She also recently got pulled over for a DUI or something and fought the cops. Which is, again, I was like, who is this? When you mentioned her name, I was like, who is she? Is she a celebrity or something? I guess she's infamous now.
Yeah.
For this whole thing.
Oh yeah, she's definitely infamous. I mean, she's like the female Eric Cartman right now. She has no boundary, and she just says whatever, does whatever, and I guess mommy and whoever is taking care of her just cleans it up, because I did see that DUI, and that was one of the funniest videos I've ever seen of someone getting arrested. Because usually when you watch them, you're like, Jesus, man, that's the worst day for whoever that person is, man. But for her, you're like, that's just one day out of a couple of them that she's, you can't arrest me. I'm a girl. That's what literally came out of her mouth, right? And it's the same person that, you know, shush Gail, the same person that
tackled a 14-year-old boy.
Tackled a 14-year-old person at 22. And by the way, blamed her. Well, her lawyer is trying to use her mental state to kind of excuse her. Of course. Yes. I wish I could do that.
Hey, man, that's the whole.
All right, we got some questions. I'll throw it over to you guys. Whatever you guys want to answer. Did Tandi get her vaccine?
Not yet.
Lisa. Jesus.
And I'm mad about it. I'm gonna tear the whole place apart.
Contessa asks, first thing you want to do after we get over COVID. Lisa also asks, how does Amechi like married life? And Contessa asks, where is her mood board? So yeah, any of those you want to pick up, dig into?
First thing I want to do after we get over COVID is go to Vegas and see Usher. I want to check him out before he dies, and nobody will have any proof that he ever performed.
Yeah, good question. First thing to do after get over COVID, travel for me. Although I got a small baby now, it's a little bit tricky. But maybe do a live improv show as well.
Yeah, stand up another show. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll just put a screen up with like 4 boxes to recreate our podcast on stage.
We'll stay backstage. Without computers.
Streaming in front of the live audience backstage.
I like it.
Okay. How does it make you like married life? It's great. It's wonderful.
Do you believe him? Is that?
That's great.
Yeah.
It's like asking a teenager how was school. It was great.
Yeah, it's fine.
Fun.
It's probably the way it was for the last 100 years. Marriage can be fun though.
Yeah.
Look. Santa's like, I've heard.
It can be. It can be. It can. I think can.
Cool. And lastly, where is Contessa's mood board? I think she means a vision board.
What's a mood board? Oh, vision board. Oh, you trust me with that?
Yes.
You trust me with that? Contessa. All right. All right. I don't know. All right, I'll make you one. Who has on? Oh, he still has on his smile hat. Oh, that's
the smile hat is that somebody should make that. That's a good idea. She gets smile. You should have a smile, and then on the sides have like 2 red cuts.
Mouth smile cuts.
2 cuts.
I know it's just as arbitrary as daddy, because I know everybody is like, what does daddy mean? Daddy on a hat. I know there's a big search, right? Everybody's searching.
Who made the daddy hat?
My God. The GoDaddy people were like, drop the go. Let's just go with daddy. Put it on her head.
Now's our time to strike.
Now it's our time. Instant viralness.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah. Talk about it.
But all right. Well, then I think we'll end it on that note. Is that okay? You got anything else, Tandi?
No, I'm just saying more. I felt the spirit in this one.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. DJ Comfy, you want to play us out?
Let me see what I got here with it. Hold on. Give me some time.
Get it up, get it going. The ones and the twos.
Usher should have been queued up, ready to go.
I was having so much fun, y'all. You know what I mean? Having so much fun. I got one.
Killer. Baby. Kanye, this that 1970s.
All right, thank you everybody for listening to the Can't Tell Us Nothing show, for watching it, for tuned in, those who commented, prior to the conversation. We had a lot of fun tonight. This is John, for me, Candy, myself. That's Nothing Show. Out.